And just like that, the Lakers have themselves a center. Surprise, surprise. Deandre Ayton has signed with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now we don't have to listen to Lakers fans complaining anymore on the internet about Rob Pelinka. Why doesn't he go and sign somebody? Dum-dums, Deandre Ayton was waived. He had to wait for like the 2 days to go by or whatever. We knew that this trade was going to happen. This signing was going to happen. It made too much sense, and it's looking like he's going to earn $34 million between Portland and the Lakers this next season. I don't remember how much he got bought out for in Portland. I wonder if I can find that number while we're kind of talking about this. Wait, why am I even reading any of this stuff? We have it like on the ultimate spreadsheet right here. For those of you that didn't tune into my video yesterday, we built a spreadsheet to kind of help track everything in free agency, and I was actually on Portland already. So Deandre Ayton was bought out for $25 million. And since he's going to make 34, that means he's going to make $9 million with the Lakers. So hell, let's throw him onto our tracker here. Let's just throw kind of a rough number in right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So $9-ish million. We're going to assume it's a 1-season deal. Maxi Kleber can get out of the starting lineup here for the Lakers, and we can throw Mr. Deandre Ayton in there. Wow, what a better look. What a better look. So by these calculations here, it looks like the Lakers used up some of their mid-level exception to go and sign Deandre Ayton. Makes a ton of sense, right? And again, we all knew that this move was coming. When he was bought out from Portland, we were like, okay, where's he going to go? The Lakers obviously need a center. They need a lob threat for Luka. And I know that seems like a very simple basketball take to say that Luka needs a lob threat, but Luka Doncic plays infinitely better when he actually has like a lob threat center on his roster. Now, does DeAndre Ayton like to play that way? Not always. Like he does get a lot of alley-oops. He can play that way. He's a very athletic guy. I can tell you I've been on the other end of it before. It is not the most fun thing in the world, but a lot of his problems comes from his play style, right? He's that guy that likes to do these like short rolls and play at the free throw line and take some really tough jumpers, and he doesn't get like any free throw attempts for how big and strong he is. It's crazy, right? It's really, really weird. He's not always the best defensive player, but he's not the worst either. There's a lot to love and a lot to hate about Ayton, because he can get you a double-double any single night. He's extremely talented, but I think this is a really good move for him, and I think it's a really good move for the Lakers. One, Lakers just need anybody that can play center, and DeAndre Ayton is more than capable of doing so, but I think that this is going to be the environment where we can kind of see some of that old Phoenix Suns DeAndre Ayton get unlocked. Sometimes just being around, like, players that you can't really afford to disrespect, and I'm not saying that he's a disrespectful person, I'm just saying like your work ethic and energy like has to hit a certain level, otherwise you just do stand out. So playing with a LeBron James, playing with a Luka Doncic, having a JJ Redick as a coach, right? It's those are things you can't really evade, and you can't really slouch on them because you're going to be seeing people just working harder than you all the time. So I think that this is going to be really good. Hopefully they can scheme him a lot better, use him in a way that we've all been waiting to see DeAndre Ayton get used for a long time. I think between Redick, LeBron, and Luka, they're going to be able to figure some things out. And I know that, again, kind of a basic basketball take, but it just does make a lot of sense. Does Shams have any more updates about the specifics behind this one? The Lakers find their starting center, the number 1 overall pick, only player in NBA history to average 15 points on 60% plus shooting in the postseason. Interesting stat. He has a career averages of 16.4 points and 10 rebounds. Wow. That's the thing, like, despite all the inefficiencies of Ayton, dude's still like a really good basketball player. And I think we all understand that. I just think that this is going to be such a big move for the Lakers. And obviously it looks like they still have one roster spot yet. I'm assuming that Thiero will make the roster. That's also presuming that like a Shake Milton and like a Jordan Goodwin will be on the roster as well, but they still have a little bit of room to wiggle with, assuming that, again, my numbers are correct here, to go out and get somebody else. They could probably use another center. If we were to go and look at like other players that can be available, because I know Lakers fans will ask this as well. And you know what? Why not? Let's just go to the free agent tracker or something like that. My initial thought is like Marvin Bagley makes a lot of sense. Can we go to just like centers in general first and just take a look at available? Who else is left? Like, maybe you can get a Mo Wagner for cheap. He's coming off an injury, so it's a little bit risky. I actually think Vucevic is an interesting option. I don't think you really want to bring Jackson Hayes back. So then we start looking at like forwards and stuff, and that's when like Marvin Bagley makes a ton of sense to me. I don't think Trey Lyles is necessarily your option. Maybe Isaiah Jackson, well, I have to assume the Pacers have to bring somebody into play center, but I don't know. There should be some options here. Dominic Barlow's an okay one, but I feel like Marvin Bagley is like a real logical next step for them, because again, he can play the role that you need and even step out and hit some shots if you need him to every once in a while. And then you at least have two interesting options there at kind of your big man position, and you can give it a shot with this roster, right? It's not a perfect one by any means, but hey, you've got a bunch of really capable players and a pretty damn good starting lineup at this point, right? I mean, any of these guys can get you 20 points on any given night, and that says something in and of itself. Defensively, this team could have some issues, right? LeBron is just like an off-ball help defender, is actually pretty damn good. I trust Rui Hachimura for the most part. Defensively, Luka, when he wants to turn up, can be a good defender, but you can't really expect that out of him during the regular season because he has to carry so much of this team offensively. Reeves, while giving a good effort on that end, just does have some deficiencies. Ayton certainly can be, and so I'm excited to see what he can do, again, with some competent coaches around him, some players that are going to keep him motivated. Should be really cool. But yeah, no, I just want to get this quick video out, mostly because I'm sure it's going to get some views because it's Lakers related, and I'm not sure I'm going to do like an actual like update video today. It's been pretty slow in free agency today. Shout out Dante Exum, shout out Spencer Dinwiddie. If you guys want to see what they look like in the tracker, the Mavericks need to like cut some people somehow, and the Charlotte Hornets have everybody on their roster at this point, and none of them are centers. So we'll figure out what all of them are doing at some point. But anyway, I appreciate you guys as always. Lakers fans, tell me what's gonna happen next in the comments. Boost my algorithm. But yeah, appreciate you guys as always. Thanks so much. Bye.